Hey Lavies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. As you saw in the thumbnail, Lavies, we are going to be using the pool noodles from Dollar Tree along with the pool noodle boosters today, guys. So I'm super excited. It's my first time seeing these and it's my first time working with them. So I'm really excited about the projects I'm bringing to you guys today. We're already jumping into the first project, and as you can see there, I did cut that pool noodle down because what I wanted to make with this first project is a little lemonade cart or stand, if you will. And I am just taking in some of my skewer sticks here, cutting them down to size because I wanted to get a nice height for the awning part of it. I don't know if it's considered an awning or not, but the cover, the top, whatever you guys want to call it. I wanted to make sure I had some distance between the base and the top. And so that's what I'm doing here. Now, as I did that, I kind of regretted, not really regretted, but I probably should have used like the thicker dowels there because it was a little flimsy. So if this is something that you're inspired to recreate, I would definitely recommend the wood dowels because they are just a little bit thicker. So what I'm doing here is taking some of these galvanized ornaments along with some nautical wheels that I had in my stash, and I'm going to create the wheels with those in just a few seconds. Now, originally I was going to leave this in its natural state, the wood pieces in their natural color, but I decided as I went through that it just looked a little bit better using my burnt umber to stain it. And I like to use the burnt umber paint if you guys are new here. I just want to, that's what I like to do. I don't think I welcome my new, yes, I did. See, I get sidetracked just that fast. But while I'm getting sidetracked, Lovies, let me just go ahead and give you guys an upfront disclosure, okay? Your girl got a little frustrated doing this video because during the painting process, these pool noodle boosters were not behaving, guys, at all. They were very disrespectful. So I got a little flustered with that, and I opted halfway during the video to not paint the pool noodles any longer. But I do give a workaround for some of it, and some of it kind of worked out in my favor. So just give me a little grace during that, you know, my temper tantrum, as I call them, crafting tantrums. Give me a little grace during that time. I needed a moment, and I had a little bit of a meltdown, but I hope I made it work, and I hope you guys will still be inspired. So we just got to look beyond my faults, okay? And we got to go ahead and roll with the projects. All right, so what I'm doing here is I took one of the jumbo tower tumbling blocks that you could pick up from Five and Below. I added that as the little kickstand for the front of the cart. And next, to give a covering to my awning, I am using some of this ruffle fabric that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Now, you can use the fabric from Dollar Tree as well. Just, you know, you just have to do the little pleated method where you're like folding it in and out type of deal. And you get the same effect, guys. So then I'm going to do the same process for the base of it just because I felt like it needed it. And I just thought it tied it together, and I thought it looked really, really cute, and it made it look charming because I was going for that little rustic vintage look. And so with that, I decided that the white was just a little too stark white for me. So I am taking more of that burnt umber, and I'm just giving a heavy distressing around the base of it because my mind went to, you know, it's going to be a little rough and a little you know, dingy. So I wanted to add that element here. And you guys know, I do love distressing. I don't like to over distress things, but I do love distressing. So I thought this would tie in very well and give me that vintage look I was going for. So the reason I went with these galvanized wheels are because they do have sharp edging around them. And I knew I was going to be inserting them into the pool noodles. In this particular booster, they're a lot more thick than the regular pool noodles. So I really needed something that I could kind of like just jab up in there. So that's why I opted to go with those. And again, it tied to the whole vintage look at the end of the day, in my opinion. So next, I am taking this little wooden jug. My sweet friend Kathy Jo sent this over to me in a goodie package. I cannot wait to share with you guys. I have got some awesome goodie packages this week. I just was not able to put them in this particular video, but they will be coming. So look, they will be coming up in a couple of my upcoming videos. So just keep an eye out for that. So I painted that in the color Maze by Waverly, and then I'm just taking my brush pen in the color black and giving it that top, the little nozzle, not nozzle, the cap. And at the bottom, I don't know why I decided to put some little lines down there, but it hit my brain, so I roll with it. So then next, I'm taking some of my little miniature fruit embellishments, and I'm just going to take one of the little lemons and I'm going to put it on the front. Now, at first I was just going to put the yellow on yellow, but I was like, nope, it needs a little bit of a pop. So I took the brush pen, created like a little square, if you will, right in the front, like a label almost. That's what I was going for, I guess. And I just did that just so the lemon you could see the separation and get the idea that it's like a lemonade. Okay, a jar of lemonade. Yeah, that's where I was going with this. And I really love this little miniature. I love it. I hope I can find it because I would love to use it in future projects. But I thought this was absolutely adorable. So once I do that, look at that. Isn't that cute? It's such a cute little potato. It's so cute. So afterwards, I take this little scrap piece of wood I had in my stash that it was already painted white. And I know on the top of this, I kept it white. It's just because that is not going to be so visible as, I don't know. It didn't bother me as much as the bottom part did. I'm not sure why. So I opted to keep it white. And then next, I'm going in with some of this yellow rickrack. I did pick this up. I think I picked this up at Walmart, but it may have been Hobby Lobby. I'm not 100% sure, but you can find it anywhere in the sewing sections. They have it everywhere. So I'm just tacking that down with a little bit of hot glue. I'm not using any heavy duty glue here. And I do have my glue gun setting to low heat just because I am working with the pool noodles and because they are foam based, so I didn't want them to melt during the project. So I'm just tacking that down. I'm going to do that for the bottom as well. And then what I'm going to do is, it's pretty much coming together at this point. I'm going to take this little scrap piece of wood again that I had, and I'm just going to cover that hole that's in the middle of the pool noodle because I am adding in some faux lemons, of course. It couldn't be a lemon stand without lemons present. So I just needed that there because I would have needed to use like a larger lemons for it to not fall through, and I didn't want that because it would have just taken over the project. So that was my workaround for that. Now this lemon, I came already designed like this. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby, but I just went into my Cricut Joy, printed out the word fresh lemonade, and put that on there. We're going to glue that to the top. And guys, I love this. And I have to say that I do believe this is my favorite of today. So guys, as we go through this, please let me know if you have a favorite or not. And guys, I am being joined by my girl, Jenny. We are back again this week, bringing you guys these awesome ideas. I will have Jenny's information in my description box below, guys. So stop by, tell her I said hello. If by chance you stop by here first, welcome. I'm so glad to have you all here. I hope you guys consider joining my little YouTube family. I would love to have you here long term. So stop by and tell my friend I said hello. I can't wait to see what she has for you guys. So next we're starting with our second project, guys. All right, so you see my little sticks here. Now these are the church fan sticks. Y'all know which ones I'm talking about. You're sitting up there in the pews and you're hot during the summertime. That's those sticks. That's them. Had those in my stash, guys, for quite some time. And I do mean quite some time. And I had this idea. And it was right around about here where I was like, okay, I'm not painting another one of these pool noodles because it just would not dry, guys. Like I used my heating tool. I let it sit while I worked on other projects and the paint just would not dry. And I'm assuming it's because the surface is so porous for these particular pool noodles that it just was flowing. Like it was going deep and it just was not drying out. So once I get these attached, also what I did was I used this new, they're new to Dollar Tree, but I have used these particular wood rails. They have them at Walmart on a little bit of a smaller scale, but Dollar Tree is now carrying them, and I put them on the side. They fit perfectly up against the pool noodle, and I just put them together with some hot glue. I probably should have used some of the heavier duty adhesive, but for the most part, guys, they're still holding their own, and I haven't had any issues with them. So it worked, you know, when we're rolling with that. So I stained that in the burnt umber, and then I have this beautiful light color eucalyptus that I have found at Michael's, and I got them for 40% off. They were originally $3.99, so I got them for 40% off with a few other of my discounts, and so I got a really good deal on those. And I thought, you know, this would be a really cute piece. I wanted to make this planter, but I wanted to have that barnyard feel. And so what you see on camera in this particular project, towards the end, I thought I was still recording, and I wasn't. So you are going to miss those parts. But what I do off camera is I do go in and add some of my Spanish moss to this, and that's going to give it this really charming barn feel. And I am just creating a hanger, or handle rather, with my jute rope, and I'm just wrapping it around, leaving a little bit of excess overflow where it's going to loop over. And you'll see right here where I cut it down, I'm going to add in some beads, and that's going to cause it to, you know, hang over to the side. I hope I explained that all right, guys, but if not, just follow along. It's not, you know, it's not that complicated. I never try to make it complicated. But I am going to bring in the beads and add them on, and then we're going to just go ahead and start adding in the florals. I feel like I did this backwards. I think what happened here was I wasn't going to put the bead at first, and then I just decided afterwards, like, nope, it needs a bead. And then I found these awesome ones that I had in my stash. I don't know where I got them from, but they do have like that barrel shape, and I was like, oh, these are absolutely perfect. So yeah, and this is where I thought I was still filming, and I guess I wasn't. And I also end up removing, because I am adding in these pink cabbage roses here, just because I thought it needed to be a little bit thicker, but once I added the Spanish moss, it was just too much, so I opted to omit those. But again, you guys will see that at the final reveal. Okay, so project number 3, guys, I am just taking some of this Fix-All glue. Kathy Jo had told me about using this because I love using my Gorilla Glue. And I have to say, I was not a big fan of the Fix-All glue. Not that it was horrible or anything. I think I'm just partial to my Gorilla Glue. So it worked, but I'm like, yeah. It seemed a little too loose for me. I think that was the problem. So what I'm doing here is literally what you guys just saw. I was stacked the pool noodles on top of each other. I'm taking some skewers. Even though I glued them together, they were secure. I just wanted more security, so I just added in a few skewers to them just to continue to hold them together. And then next, I'm going to take some of these faux grass sheets that I picked up from the 99-cent store. I'm really bummed. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 99-cent store, but they are closing their doors, and I'm just really bummed about it because they do have some nice quality stuff, and it's pretty affordable. Even though their prices range just like Dollar Trees right now, I'm gonna miss them. Because these sheets were only 99 cents, literally, and they're gorgeous and they look realistic. So I'm just putting them together with some zip ties, and as you guys saw, I was just fitting it to see if it was going to work how I wanted it to. And this is like the most simplest of simple projects, guys. I did something similar about a month or so ago using the Dollar Tree waste baskets, and I created like a water feature with it, but this one is not going to be a water feature. This is just going to be a little side table, if you will, or a planter table that you can sit out on your patio. And actually, too, me not painting this blue, guys, I was kind of on the fence with it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's really coming through. I had wanted to paint it green, so it just kind of blend. But with that blue background and it being summer, I was like, you know what? It's not a bad combination at the end of the day. And so I think it's all right. I think it's all right. I shot a picture to Jenny and I was like asking her feedback on it, you know, and that's one of the things why I love collabing with her, because we do collab off screen and on screen, you know, in a sense. And she was like, no, she was feeling the vibe. She was getting where I was going with it. So thank you, Jenny girl. So next I am taking this charger plate that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Now, it was a fall plate, but I liked it because it had that distressed look where it had like the wood grain coming through. It is a tad bit more shiny than I want, but it didn't hurt the project at all. And at the base, what I did was just took some burlap ribbon and covered that base to make it look like a pot in a sense. And that was it, guys. So moving on to our next project. Here is where this was my final painting session, and I was like, I'm done. I'm just done. I tap out. I give up. I'm done. Okay. So as you can see here, plain as day, I painted it in the red and white. I left the blue as is. And I thought it would be really cute to give you guys an idea for some patriotic decor. Just a super simple, like nice little table topper. Again, something you can sit outside on your patio, even in your entryway if you decorate on the inside. And what I'm doing is taking this mason jar already painted in the color blue from Dollar Tree. I got this last year and I never used it. Also, this little party favor is something I picked up from Dollar Tree last year that I cut a slit in it. I don't remember why I cut a slit in it, but I did. And then I put the little flashing light with the little top hat in there. And I didn't think this part through, guys, because I had glued the hat down. I'm like, now how am I going to get that little light out of there? So by the time of the final reveal, I wasn't sure if it was going to still be blinking, but it was. It was still blinking. So, but I don't know about in a week or so. But I only put little dabs of hot glue, so it should be something I could easily remove and just cut it off. Cut it off if I need to. So as you can see, I arranged there in the red, white, and blue. Then I had this really cute flower pick that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and it had red, white, and blue and yellow flowers in it. But I thought, like, this is really cute for patriotic decor. So I decided to put a few sprigs of that in the middle, guys. And that's it for this project. And I love the fact that you could cut this pool noodle down and make it look like flowers. And I was like, you know what, this is simple yet cute. So I decided, like, you know, it wasn't, you know, a bad project in my opinion. I think it's just a really cute idea. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget, guys, that I am collaborating with Jenny today. I will have her information in my description box below. So stop by and tell us that hello, okay? Next, I decided that I wasn't done. I thought I was. But I wasn't. So I decided to take one of these little, it's a little spinner that comes on, it came on some straws. I put that right in front of the hat, and that's it for that project. Now we're moving on to our final project of today. And Lovies, I need y'all to keep an open mind about this one, okay? Promise me. Y'all keep an open mind about this one. Now, I found this head of cabbage at Michael's. It was originally $24.99. Now, I don't know who would pay $24.99 for a fake head of cabbage, but I'm not judging that person, whoever purchases it. But I purchased it for 90% off and got it for $2.49. I loved it because it was so pretty to me. It was vibrant. And I guess I'm that person that would purchase it, but I just wouldn't purchase it for $25. Because it was very pretty, very clean, very bright. And I love the tone of it. So here I was like, okay. When Jenny and I did our first pool noodle video together, she had made this arch with her great nephew in it, and I just fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what? I would really love to create the arch, not exactly how she did hers, but it was an inspiration for me. And so I decided to take some of this vine garland that I got from Dollar Tree and wrap it around this white pool noodle. I did not paint this pool noodle because I wanted the white. I felt like the white would make the green pop more. So it is a lot of green in this project. Okay. But, I was inspired by her piece. So that base there, that came from Michael's. It was $4.99, but I got it when it was like 40% off. And I have quite a few of them in my stash because whenever they go on sale, I always grab a bunch of them. So I'm just wrapping the vine around. I wrap the vine around, adding the glue to it. And here's why I switched up to my Gorilla Glue, just because I didn't trust the Fix-All here. And I mix it in with my hot glue. And this, I'm going to secure it to that base. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the arch piece of it. And then I'm just going to glue in the cabbage here. And I don't know, guys, I just really, really like this piece. I felt like it was a little too busy once I was done, but I think it's pretty. I just didn't know if you guys would be okay with this. So your honest feedback here, I would appreciate it. My feelings won't be, won't be hurt. As I always say, let's just be tactful and respectful, but I am open to any feedback you guys have for me. And so what you saw I did there was add in the fairy lights. I'm going to glue it down. And then, guys, I went into butterfly explosion mode. Okay, so prepare yourselves. Okay, don't judge me. Don't you dare judge me. We judge not here. We just roll with it. We let the creativity flow. And it was flowing, guys. It was overflowing, but it was flowing nonetheless. Okay? Okay. So I just went ham, guys. I just started plugging those little butterflies in there. Okay? And I just roll with it. I did. I just went for it, guys. And I know you can't really see it. This piece is massive. I'm not going to lie to you. And I was like, I think it would really be cute. Believe it or not, it would definitely make a cute piece for a person who is into gardening, who is into growing their own vegetables and things like that. I think this would be a cute, cute piece for someone like that. But I don't know why, I feel like it would be a cute piece for a wedding centerpiece. I don't know why. But then I added in those cabbage roses, and you guys will see that in the final reveal as well, which is coming up right now, lovies. And if you are still here riding with me, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I hope you guys drew some inspiration today from some of my shenanigans here. I mean, I know on screen it probably didn't look like it was a whole struggle, but it really was a struggle because I underestimated these pool noodle boosters. But I really, really, really wanted to bring you guys some fun ideas here that maybe if you've seen these, you didn't really know what to do with them. So I wanted to open that vision up to you guys, and I hope it was well received at the end of the day. And I hope you guys did get some type of inspiration from today's video, guys. So let me know if you had a favorite today. If you didn't, I'm okay with that too. You guys know how I feel. I just want to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already done so, lovies, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting, just because you know how I feel about those comments. I love chatting with you guys after each and every video. And thank you guys for the love on the previous video. I was super excited to be participating in the 5 Under 5 challenge and being a co-host there. I love you guys for being there to support me. Thank you so much for always riding with me. The ones who return every video, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We are on the road to our 5,000, guys, and I cannot wait to share with you guys. I can't wait to, pour into you guys, because you know a giveaway will be coming, guys. So don't forget, stop by Jenny's channel. Tell her I said hello. I'll be over in a few minutes to see what she has for you guys. Lovies, and until the next video, be safe, be kind, and happy crafting your days away. Hugs and kisses. XOXO. Bye.